Imagine a baby is born. Every moment of their life is captured, frame by frame. If we stacked all of those frames together, every laugh, every step, every wrinkle, we wouldn't get a line. We'd get a solid structure, a life tube that already contains the person's entire existence from beginning to end. Now imagine pushing that life tube through a flat screen. The screen can only show a single slice at a time. That slice looks like aging: baby, child, adult, elder. But in the higher dimension, all of it already exists. This is the 4D shadow hypothesis. Just as a shadow on the wall is a two-dimensional slice of a three-dimensional object, our lives may be three-dimensional slices of a four-dimensional being. What we call time may not be something flowing. It may simply be the unfolding of slices as our 3D world intersects with a higher reality. And if that's true, then what we think of as the present isn't the whole story. It's only one slice of something far larger than we can see. But that raises a deeper question. If the entire structure already exists, then why does it feel like time is flowing? Why do we experience a past, a present, and a future? That's where chronoceptional dynamics comes in. Chronoception is the felt experience of time. It's not just clocks ticking, it's how our minds stitch moments into a flow. When you're bored, minutes feel like hours. When you're inspired, hours vanish in seconds. This isn't just psychology, it's evidence that time, as we live it, is a perception. Chronoceptional dynamics is the study of how consciousness rides along the slices of the life tube. It treats time not as an external river but as a recursive loop of memory, attention, and anticipation. We don't travel through time, we generate the sensation of time as we move through slices of the larger structure. So time is not just out there. It's also in here, shaped by emotion, by focus, by how our minds stretch or compress experience. In this view, time isn't something absolute, it's something woven by perception itself, and there's one more layer. If each of us is a life tube intersecting with perception, then what connects all these life tubes together? How do we share moments, communicate, and feel linked across separate lives? That's where the breath field enters the picture. Every breath you take was once part of someone else's breath. Exhaled molecules spread across the planet, mixing into the air we all share. Within 2 to 3 years, parts of your breath will have been inhaled by every living person on Earth. Think about that. Our breath forms a planetary scale field, carrying not just molecules but the rhythms of life itself. The breath field becomes a kind of invisible web that ties consciousness together. It's through this shared field that identity, ego, and even the sense of separation may emerge. From this perspective, ego isn't an enemy to be destroyed. It's a lens, like the rainbow that forms when light passes through mist. It's the necessary distortion that lets us perceive ourselves as individuals moving through time, even though at a higher level, we are already whole and connected. The fractal universe framework ties these ideas together. The 4D shadow hypothesis shows that life is a structure, not a stream. Chronoceptional dynamics explains how we feel that structure as time. The breath field theory reveals how consciousness is shared, linking life tubes into one collective pattern. Taken together, they suggest we are more than fleeting sparks in a linear timeline. We are dimensional beings whose lives are whole in higher space, whose time is sculpted by perception, and whose breath connects us into a single living universe. So next time you pause to take a breath, remember, you are not just this moment's slice, you are the full arc of your existence, the perception of time unfolding and part of a shared field of life that binds us all. The shadow is only the beginning.